Hey, Phil, the marshmallows still gonna swell up, right?
We still talking about these marshmallows?
We still talking about it.
Come on, man. I'm not trying to hear that no more.
We gonna hear about it.
We're not.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, okay.
Hey guys, settle down. Let's save it for the show. It's about to get real.
Real Spill 601.
What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Jan Nichols, and welcome to Real Spill 601. Tonight's show is sponsored by EarthBlendCoffee.global. To order, click on the link in the description box below. It's just great coffee. Call in live at 800-492-5186 to be on the show. Welcome, everybody, to our very first show. This is Real Spill 601. Once again, I'm your host, Jan Nichols. I got my two great gentlemen here. My boy, Philip Love, a.k.a.
Yes,
Real Spill Phil.
Yes, sir.
Real spill.
Got my guy, Dion Lacey, a.k.a. Dion Larry Lacey.
All right, Eric.
For people that's been following us for a minute, you guys know how we do the show. But first, we'd like to start off with our raffle that we had going on earlier. So we're going to go ahead and pick these names real quick. See who this lucky winner is.
We're gonna get that sweatshirt.
We're going to get this sweatshirt,
We're going to get this sweatshirt. Oh, let's see who we got.
Don't be flimsy.
Oh, we got Amani Rucker is the first one.
Oh.
All right.
Pick the second one, man.
We shake this bag up, man. Let's see what we got. Want to get a good one now. Next one we got, their Instagram is Lord.
Oh, that's my cousin. Hey, Jada. Yeah.
Look at that.
Hey, BBP, I already know.
All right. Hey, so congratulations to the winners. We'll get with you guys on your sizes and send those out to you. You guys know, for the people that know us already, how this show goes. We got some topics for y'all, great sports segments to go ahead and get into. So we're going to go ahead and dive in with our first topic. 2 weeks ago, receiver Antonio Brown walked out on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers during a game against the Jets. He walked out as the Tampa Bay Bucs were down 0-14. The Bucs eventually won that game, but the incident marks to another slate on Antonio Brown, as he's been through many other different incidents along his football career. So I want to ask you guys, will Antonio Brown have a chance to get back into the NFL?
Well, first off, it seems like my guy, Coach Tomlin, is the only one who could really seem to keep Antonio Brown under wraps.
What?
Until the last stint of his season with the Steelers. But as far as him walking off the field middle of the third quarter, that was very unprofessional. You should never, ever do that. And the next day, he went to a Nets game and acted like he didn't care at all. So why should I let him join another team? Him joining another team will mess up the chemistry, and he's already showed his hand. So, no, he shouldn't go to another team.
You think he will, or you just saying he should?
No, he won't.
Okay.
I'm gonna be real with you, cause that's all I know how to be. AB is a coward, and like you gonna back up on your teammates, your coaches, especially Tom Brady, who brought you to the Buccaneers, and you know what I'm saying, and gave you a place to stay. Like, where's your heart at? Where's your loyalty? You know what I'm saying? I know you won a championship last year with the team, and you contributed a lot, but you can't walk out in the middle of a game and you everybody knowing you to be a hard-working, a grind-out player, right, time in and time out. You can't do that. You can't do that, man. And I hope you got it right in your head mentally. You know, then the next day, like you said, Phil, he went to the Brooklyn Nets game. Shout out to the Memphis Grizzlies because they did win that game. But you can't do that. I personally feel like he's going to get another opportunity. I don't know where, but on down the line, somebody going to give him another chance because he too, a great player not to, be sitting home doing nothing. Mm-hmm. So when he get it here, he should be on the field again.
Okay, just to dive in, for him to get it here, honestly, like, not even talking personally, I don't think he's gonna ever get it up there all the way.
I agree.
It's just who he is at this point in his career. Now, productivity wise, he's still honestly, when you look at, he really showed flashes of how he was in Pittsburgh. But do I think he'll be back in the NFL? I'm leaning towards no, because the way he's been acting recently and bashing guys. He just recently bashed Brady. Said he can't really do explicitive without anybody else. He blasted his coach Bruce, and we got to think about it. When he was with the Raiders, he bashed his GM, bashed John Gruden. When he was with the Patriots, he bashed Robert Kraft. So I mean, I feel like he's burning every bridge he got. But for ladies and gentlemen, this is what I want to analogy I like to use with Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown is like the girl that didn't know she was fine at first. Like, okay, she didn't know she was really fine, really didn't know anything about like social media, stuff like that. But then she got onto social media.
Right.
She got on the Instagram, and then she started seeing all these followers and all these likes, and then started getting all these DMs and like, man, I'm trying to link with you, yada yada, all of that. And eventually, like, man, I'm kind of fine. I can do what I want. And see, honestly, like that's a part of our generation now. That can really affect your mindset, and where you think that after what you see on social media and on the likes and all that stuff, that makes you feel like you got a certain level of authority and power where you can do certain things that you feel like is above you. Like you can do certain things and still have no consequences, or whatever it is gonna still work out for you because of who you feel like you are at that point, because of this mirage that social media has created for you. And I feel like ultimately that's really what happened with Antonio Brown. It was just, he started becoming a superstar. The Madden cover, breaking records. He was doing his thing at first, but then he started getting a little crazy, making a little T-top haircut, all that stuff. And I feel like that's what ultimately kind of messed him up mentally. I hope that he kind of gets himself together and he doesn't end up falling off and losing any more money, because he's lost millions of dollars just off of the way he's acted. But you said a point about Mike Tomlin could be the guy that only held him, but in my opinion, now shout out to Newt, but it's your boy fault.
Your boy.
We're not gonna put this.
That's your boy fault,
guys. Let's not do this.
It's his reason.
And he got the receivers.
It's your boy
now
fault.
doing what they want to do.
Check this out though. It probably was been going on, but for it to last until his last season where he started to show up.
No.
I say it's a good job on Tomlin.
I'm saying it began to leak. It began to leak out to the media for us to know like what was going on with
exactly. That was the last season.
That's what it was. No, the last season where we got to start seeing about it. He already was doing that. Bruce Arians had already told us that he was doing that in the practice when he was with the Steelers. He's been that guy. And your boy let it ride. And he's got a little track record now. Juju dancing on logos.
You know how I feel
Chase
about that
Claypool
boy. You know
dancing in a close game, which I lose partly because of him.
It's a new day and age, man.
I'm saying, man, Mike Tomlin, man.
You know how I feel about
He letting these receivers act like divas, man, and like Lacey say, and they like that old
still away. When those guys, Ryan Clark, Troy Polamalu.
It's a new day and age. These young guys, man, they're built off social media, so. That social media, like you said,
I'm saying, so what the Patriots in them do, though? Why we don't see none of that on other teams?
The Patriots, they got Bill Belichick. That he don't really allow that type of stuff, though.
Oh,
he allowed a little bit with Cam.
What'd you say? You say he don't?
No, he didn't.
You say he don't allow that though, right?
Bill Belichick, they just know coming in that that's not what's going on with Bill Belichick.
Okay, then. So why they don't know that coming in with New? Mike, he let them guys do whatever.
Honestly, they still do whatever, but. At the end of the day, Tomlin, when it comes to winning games and having a winning season, he gets the job done. Track record clean.
They do all this dancing and stuff. I know y'all got a big win yesterday, but look at your boy, like Young said, your boy Mike Tomlin dancing and stuff in front of the camera. He got it from your past records now.
No, we were just hyped.
Cutting up
the Ravens in overtime. Okay. That's a rival.
But
that's a rivalry. And then to go to the playoffs, who wouldn't be hyped?
If the head man do it, everybody else gonna do it.
I see what you're saying. You're saying it's a trickle down effect. But see, that's really kind of what happened with Antonio Brown, I feel like. And that's what kind of the problem y'all got going on now. They seen that he let Antonio Brown do that type of stuff, and now they think they can do it too, because he let AB do it, so why not let me do it? But as far as Antonio Brown, I will say this. I feel like maybe, for sure not next year. I don't think next year he'll see it. But as much as I want to say I'm leaning towards no, the more and more I think about it over like maybe a 2-year span, if he still can show a productivity, some team might try him out. And if he show that he can still give them flashes and be productive for maybe a contending type team, they might convince themselves to let him go ahead and get back onto that squad.
I really feel that this time for AB is going to be most definitely a very humble experience for him, man, because he's out of a job. Hopefully he sees what he's
been
done.
out of a job twice.
But this time
he lost $30 million when he was with the Raiders.
Yeah, easy.
But he just lost a job with probably the team that's going to go to the Super Bowl again with the Bucs. They have a chance. No, we're not going to say they don't have a chance to go to the Super Bowl.
They got a chance.
Exactly. They got a chance. He just lost that chance.
Yeah.
So now he got to sit at home and watch a team that might make it to the Super Bowl. Come on now. It's a humbling experience for him.
I don't think it's a humbling experience. I don't think he feels humbled at all.
He don't care.
Maybe not right now, but on down the line, like you said, if he doesn't get picked up by a team next year, he's most definitely going to sit back and be like, man, why did I do that?
He was home maybe after the Raiders and the Patriots and all that type of stuff, but I want to know what happened to the people that was helping him. Now, Deion, at one point, he was working out with Deion Sanders, and Deion was supposed to be getting them right, because he said at one point he even let, the prime time get to him a little more, and he was trying to help AB out. What happened to that? When AB first got to Tampa, he was real quiet, saying all the right
Staying
answers.
out the way.
And, now he back to acting. So, I feel like at this point, honestly, in my opinion, he's probably beyond approach when it comes to that and settling him down. He may join the team and be cool maybe for the first 6 weeks or maybe that first season. But eventually, he going to show his hand like he always done. And let's be real, he showed his what on that field.
I know a team that don't mind picking him up, man. He can go down to Lambeau.
Exactly, and that's exactly what I'm saying.
Play with A-Rod.
It's guys like Lacey that gonna think like that when it comes to those type of squads.
We need it.
I don't think Green Bay will pick him up.
If Randall Cobb get hurt, I like Randall Cobb. We can put AB in the slot. It'll pick up right where it left off at.
I don't think you want to put AB with Devontae Adams though. I don't.
That ain't gonna mess with him.
Because AB won't be top dog.
He ain't gonna be the top dog of Green Bay. I'm gonna let you know that right now. He wasn't the top dog in Tampa Bay. He dang sure ain't gonna be the top dog. Green Bay.
He was top dog in targets, but in my opinion, I feel like he was the best overall receiver they had though.
Okay, I can agree with that. He was the best overall receiver, especially this season. Before he left, he was, like you said, he was bringing back that old Pittsburgh vibe. Yeah. But now, target wise, it was going to Chris Godwin. But you can't get mad at that. That's Tom Brady's favorite
Mike
target.
Evans.
And Mike Evans is just red zone.
Mike Evans the head honcho.
He's not the head honcho.
He's the head honcho. He's the head honcho. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Rob, then AB.
No.
Then Brad, then O.J. Howard, and the rest of them guys. More.
I can't agree with you
say that, though.
Chris Godwin is their top guy. And now that he's hurt, now that all these other guys
head honcho Mike Evans. Head honcho Mike Evans. You see, he was trying to cool him off, but it didn't really work out. Nobody else come to him. Brady said, screw him. Everybody else said screw him. Mike Evans tried to, talk to him and stuff.
O.J. Howard talked to him, too. It's just the cameras didn't show it. O.J. Howard talked to him, too. But just real quick, guys, before we end this segment, with Antonio Brown leaving the Bucs, do y'all feel like that takes him for a loss in trying to get to the Super Bowl?
Yeah. With the pieces hurt. And, with Fournette coming back, all these guys that's hurt, especially Godwin tore his ACL. They really needed him for the playoffs, because they're going to double team Rob, double team, might give season double team for Mike Evans, and they needed that pressure off to go to Mike, AB. And with him acting the way he acting, that kind of hurt Tom Brady a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But Tom Brady going to find a way somehow. But I kind of wish AB would have still stayed, because this was his opportunity to prove to the world that he still got it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially going into the playoffs.
I think he already, to me, in my mind, he already showed me he still had it.
Going into the playoffs, man, you always want to have a full, healthy roster, and losing AB is going to be very detrimental to the Bucs, because, like Lacey said, they don't have Chris Godwin anymore, so now you got Mike Evans, Rob Gronkowski, then you got Leonard Fournette coming back, but you still need that extra piece.
I'm gonna say this. Y'all are giving it like they really short-handed, but I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear no excuses for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because they got the GOAT. That's what they got, guys. The GOAT. Tom Brady. He the GOAT.
How many he got?
Come on.
He's not my GOAT. I'm gonna go ahead and put this out first show. Tom Brady is not my GOAT. So, but he's everybody else GOAT, so I don't want to see no excuses. He's 1-1 with what? Just Julian Edelman.
Come on now.
With Rob was hurt one time.
He's 1-1 with no name.
Yeah, but we had an outstanding defense too. So let's just remember that now. Let's see how the GOAT do now. So if they lose, they lose. I don't want to hear nothing about injuries because Leonard Fournette coming back, JPP and all those guys are all coming back.
I count rings, man.
Once again, tonight's show is sponsored by earthblendcoffee.global. To order, click on that link in the description box. It's just great coffee. Call in live at 800-492-5186 to be on the show. We'll be back after the break.
Do you have something to say? Do you want your voice heard? Join the WeBelieve.global lineup. Be the star of your own show. For more info, call 800-492-5186, option number 1, or visit online at WeBelieve.global.
Welcome back, everybody. Moving on to another segment for the show. We're going to go into the MVP. We're going to do a little fill in the blank right here. Many betting services have Aaron Rodgers as the favorite to win the NFL MVP. I want to ask you guys, Aaron Rodgers being the favorite for the MVP is blank.
It's 100% correct. And y'all know how I feel. Hold up. Y'all new to the show, the viewers. Y'all gonna hear a lot about me and the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers been my favorite team since I was knee high. And that G means a lot to me. That's one of the phrases I use. And Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. Like, no matter what he do outside the field, but what he do in between the lines, it's bad man. He's leading the QBR ratings right now. Even though his touchdowns has dropped a little bit, his interceptions is still fewer within 4. He had 5 last year. But come on, guys. Who else is in contention with Aaron Rodgers? That man throws touchdowns and lights up the opponent's defense. Time in and time out. It's time to get over the hump, this playoff run, and not go to the NFC Championship game, but go to the Super Bowl and first win the NFC Championship game and then win the Super Bowl. It's time to get over the hump. And if this Aaron Rodgers' last ride, let's make it a dang good ride and let's win the championship and go out with a bang. But I don't think he's going out with a bang. I think he's going to win the Super Bowl. He's going to stay with the Green Bay Packers till he retire. And he is my MVP back-to-back years.
Aaron Rodgers being MVP. No. Most valuable player.
Foolery.
MVP stands for most valuable player. And I feel that we're so used to Aaron Rodgers having these great seasons, great numbers, but he never seems to complete it. Yeah. He always gets to the NFC Championship and then he blows it.
What happened in 2010? What happened in 2010? We beat y'all then.
He went one
We beat y'all then. All right, and we beat y'all.
Okay, how many rings he got?
1.
How many Ben got?
He got 2.
Okay, let me finish. But hey, now I know this is a long shot, but my MVP, I want to get this to a guy that he puts his hard hat on every Sunday and shows it every Sunday, and I got to get this to T.J. Watt. I feel that he deserves it. Without T.J. Watt, the Steelers wouldn't have won a lot of these games, man.
Still depleted.
A lot of these games were accounted for because T.J. Watt's presence and his play. He had 22 and a half sacks, tied up with Michael Strahan, and only played 15 games. Okay. I don't know nobody else doing it like that.
Okay.
Without T.J. Watt, the Steelers will be a different team, and we probably wouldn't have had a chance to go to the playoffs.
Yeah, I really shouldn't have won, but
hey, that's a whole nother story. But we there now. We there. The Saints not. So hey, the Steelers in there.
Don't look this way. You know we is.
And with T.J. Watt in the game, I feel that we have a chance to win every single time. So I'm going with T.J. Watt.
So you
jumping right now.
Like y'all going to the Super Bowl then? Cause you say y'all got a chance.
Hey, we taking it 1 week at a time. We got Kansas City this Sunday, 8:15, man. Like I said, if T.J. Watt playing, we got a chance to win.
You joking right now, huh?
No, I'm not.
What happened when y'all played, a couple weeks ago
That's regular season. This playoff ball
I'm just saying, though. Y'all got blowed out. The marshmallow swell up last year in the first round now.
Yeah.
But get Cleveland. Hey, that's another point, you guys.
Y'all marshmallow swell up.
Who?
Right after that first round. You gonna see. I don't know who y'all gonna play, but you will see.
All roads lead to Lambeau Field, the Tundra.
Okay.
Hey.
What that mean?
When that snow starts to melt and get freezing,
let me ask you a
nobody
question.
want to go to Wisconsin then.
NFC Championship, it was in the Tundra, right?
We played in daylight.
What happened?
Hold
on.
Tampa Bay won.
Oh, okay. Appreciate that. Come on, yeah.
But some circumstances happened, though.
What happened? Aaron Rodgers blew it.
He didn't run.
He choked.
He threw an interception.
He choked. The MVP from last year choked.
He didn't run, man.
He choked.
I'm not gonna say he choked because we had opportunities.
Exactly. He choked.
LaFleur, like I said, kicked the field goal. They hurt us right there. Gave the ball to Tom Brady last, and he did what he did. And we should have ran the ball. With Aaron Rodgers, he should have ran the ball to score a touchdown. So we had to kick the field goal.
Because
I don't know.
He choked.
We should have went for it on fourth down.
The MVP choked. It's okay.
He didn't choke.
He choked though, Lacey, because Tom Brady threw 3 picks in that game. Y'all had 3 chances to score off of them. Y'all didn't score nothing off of them.
Wow. The MVP.
We gonna talk about this season. And I got a name that I don't think, y'all didn't think about. Not too many people probably have thought about.
Say Taylor.
No, I'm not going to say Jonathan Taylor. So I at one point I was looking at it. I mean, more than likely Aaron Rodgers probably will win it, or Brady may win it. It depends on the politics. But when I say Aaron Rodgers being the favorite as the MVP is blank, I'm going to say it's lazy. That's the lazy pick. When we all look in totality of it, my pick for MVP is Joe Burrow.
LOL.
I feel like Joe Burrow should be the MVP because, one, Joe has worked with a lot less. Honestly, this year for the Bengals, was supposed to be a rebuild year. Look around the roster. His O-line is atrocious. Mm-hmm. It is.
He got weapons, though.
Hey, hold on.
He got weapons, though.
I'll let you talk.
I'm just saying.
Let me talk.
Got weapons.
His O-line is atrocious. Aaron Rodgers, when coming into the season, he had the guy that they ranked as the #1 receiver in the league.
Mm-hmm. Banged up.
Devontae Adams was banged up.
I was banged up. Montanero was gone. Elton Jenkins was gone.
Hey.
I was banged up.
I let you talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. Once I talk, you can dispute it, all right? That's how this works.
I want it.
Now,
all
I want to say is Aaron Rodgers had the #1 receiver, and at the end of the season, a lot of guys still would say Devontae Adams is the #1 best receiver in the league. Mm-hmm. He had probably either the best or the second best rushing attack with A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones. And I don't want to hear you say nothing because you always brag about that boy Dillon, that boy Aaron Jones.
Banged up too.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it.
My guys was banged up this year. We still finished #1 seed.
All I want to say is this.
Y'all don't play nobody.
DJ, can you put that put that display on the board for me real quick, please?
Rent a cop hurt.
So
Tony hurt.
Y'all check this out for me real quick. Joe Burrow has more completions, a better completion percentage, more yards, and more yards per attempt. But what I put highlighted in red, that's what I want to really say. 2 different O-lines here, guys. 2 different O-lines. One guy's been sacked 51 times. Other guy's been sacked 27 times. So clearly one guy has a way worse O-line, and yet he has more yards, more completions, and a better completion percentage than the MVP.
It's balanced out. It's balanced, though.
No. And touchdowns, they really tit for tat. A-Rod has 34. Joe got 35. Only thing they have is as far out is with interceptions. But at the end of the day, Joe clearly does not have the time A-Rod has. He doesn't have the defense A-Rod has. So what are we looking at? Are we looking at really most valuable? The Bengals are #3 in the AFC. Nobody had them pick for #3. I dare anybody say they had Bengals pick to win the division. Nobody had them.
But I knew they was gonna be decent.
If anything, people still had the Bengals last in the division. Let's be real.
All I gotta say is
they had them at the end of the division.
But you got to give credit to because he had a man just like A-Rod now. Jamar Chase.
And exactly though, he picked this guy, and what he do? Him and Jamar said we gonna take over. And let's be real though, Jamar has had an outstanding season, but mid-season he kind of dipped off a little bit. Let's be honest now. Come on, he went to a little slump.
He shook back though.
He still won, and Joe Burrow has won big games all season.
Now he's Green Bay. They lost against Green Bay.
Okay.
Overtime.
Why they
Overtime.
lose? Because a
Overtime.
missed field goal. It wasn't because of Joe. It was not because of
He
Joe.
threw a pick that game.
But late because he had no choice but to throw the ball. Stop that. You know the game was
Green Bay
You
beat
know we're supposed to
Cincinnati.
win that game.
Finding an excuse,
Green
man.
Bay beat
But
Cincinnati.
look, check this out. So I just want to ask y'all a question. Who division you think was harder this year?
It definitely wasn't Green Bay division.
Who division you think was harder?
Come on. Who division harder?
They was
Okay.
North. Come on now. Say it.
AFC North was
Say
harder.
it.
AFC
Now,
North.
next. Joe has had great landmarking wins, beating Kansas City, throwing for 500.
Yeah, that was one of his best.
Ain't right to play that game against Kansas City.
Beat the Steelers twice.
We beat the Steelers once.
Beat the Browns twice.
Hold up, we beat everybody in that division though.
Okay, man.
So
good
I
for
don't
you.
want to hear you say.
But I'm saying though, y'all had
We played the division though.
on paper.
Our division played the division.
On paper, y'all have the better team. Really, on paper, against all 4 teams, you had a better team. Y'all supposed to win those games. All I'm saying is, Joe ain't wake up in the morning week 1 and lay a sticker against the Saints. We know he didn't do that.
Who did
We
that?
had a lot of stuff going on.
his
We
boy
had-
did
We
that.
had a lot of stuff going on, but we
Didn't that wide receiver get clapped up too?
Yeah, he got
no,
clapped about
no, he
Marshawn
didn't.
Lattimore.
No, he didn't.
Come on now,
No,
don't
he
do
didn't.
that.
He got
No, he
clapped.
You lucky
But
he pulled those stats.
But last
65 yards.
year,
65 yards.
last year we beat the
Only
Saints.
like 2
We beat the
targets.
Saints back-to-back years before we played them, so it's all good.
But
they gave us in Jacksonville.
Right, yeah. Anyway, all I'm saying is we gotta stop looking at these name brand names. That's why I'm saying it's lazy.
He earned
it's
his
a
name.
name brand. It's this name brand, just like the Pro Bowl. Name brand. Joe has had an outstanding season. Last year got overlooked when they started good stuff with Justin Herbert when he got hurt. This year he's had a phenomenal season. Like if we really look at it in totality, he's had a phenomenal season. Took the Bengals somewhere where they were not supposed to be at all.
I wasn't expecting this.
So in my opinion, I feel like Joe should be the MVP.
Oh man, you trying to convince me, but I'm still gonna rock out with my boy T.J. Watt because the Steelers wouldn't be where they at right now without him.
Let's be realistic. What's the Steelers record though? Y'all finished what?
9-7-1. Hey,
That's what we.
I'll take that.
That's what we bragging about.
I'm gonna brag about it because like at the beginning of the season, nobody had the Steelers even going to the playoffs.
Some
and
people,
now
some people
Who?
did have the Steelers going to the playoffs.
Who?
Not us. Not
Not
us.
I know y'all. That's
Not
what I'm
us.
talking about. I'm talking about 1 and 2.
Nah.
Y'all did not have the Steelers going to the
And
playoffs,
you-
and we proved both y'all
And you're
wrong.
dang right. I didn't.
I
have to
know,
go
I
to the
know.
playoffs, and y'all really weren't supposed to go.
Really wasn't
And
supposed to.
you need
we
be-
also
you need to be-
swept
you
the
need-
Browns
You need
and the
to be, you need
Ravens
to
just like the
be, you need to be
Bengals.
thinking the
You need to be
Raiders
thinking the. You need to be thinking the Chargers head coach. That's what you need to be thinking.
Appreciate
and the
that.
Raiders.
You need to be thinking those. Think the Chargers head
I
coach.
think the Raiders field goal kicker, man, he made it, and that's the reason that we in the playoffs because he made that field goal, man. I know you salty about that one.
Nah,
though.
because it was in the Raiders' hands. You was really hoping on what the Raiders gonna do. So it is what it is. Y'all gonna get bounced. Like,
we're gonna
like the
see.
first round,
We're
the
gonna
marshmallow's gonna swell up. Gonna get to look at charms again. We gonna already see what's gonna happen. This is Ben's last game.
Hey, man, like I said, we're going to take it 1 week at a time with the Steelers, man. 1 week at a time.
But-
Let's get through Sunday night.
I mean, T.J. Watt, you make a compelling case with him being MVP. I would say it's probably like at least 5 or 6 of the y'all wins. If T.J. not playing, y'all don't win those games.
you are darn
Y'all,
right.
Yeah,
y'all missing your boy Bud.
We're not missing him at all.
That's what you're missing.
He played for the Titans, though.
Bud, I think, get in trouble
I ain't
now.
gonna lie, the Titans might be scary though, but I don't trust them to play. I don't
We
trust
beat the Titans, by the way. Fully healthy. With Justin Simmons. Oh, okay. I mean, Jeff Simmons.
That's Lacey boy right there.
That's
But
my boy. Shout out.
Oh, okay.
all I'm gonna say
Shout
is
out
this
my dog.
though: with TJ, only reason I wouldn't want to give it to him is because it was with him being on the floor still. It was some games that he still didn't take over all the way though. Like where was he at the end of that Lions game?
Missing.
We was on offense.
No. Jared, no, they had it said. No, they had it said too. Where was it? No,
Jared
no.
Goff was blowing it.
I'm saying though, when you're a defensive star like T.J. Watt is, and you dealing with a guy like Ben that at this point in his career got a noodle arm, ain't really throwing the ball past the line of scrimmage. Well, you gotta score for your team. Defense is when you got that defensive guys know we gotta go score. Let's be real. We know that.
No, I've seen it before with the Steelers.
If he's the MVP, they gotta do something.
Okay, I'll say this. We might not got the score when we played the Lions, but we most definitely made some very key stops, even in
No,
overtime.
I ain't gonna lie. They made key drops. They
The
made good
only,
drops.
no. The only reason that we had a tie, Pat Freiermuth, He fumbled. We had the field. We was in field goal
Talk about
range.
your boy Deontay too now.
Yeah, Deontay and Freeman.
He almost cost you this week.
Yeah, he did.
He almost cost you this week.
Dropping the ball.
Talking about he had number 1 receiver.
He's still the number 1 guy.
Yeah, for y'all.
Yeah, you right.
Only for y'all.
And he gonna stay with us
So
because he knows.
So, Phil, do you think if Juju came back, y'all got a chance to beat Kansas City?
No. I wish he would say yes.
I can't say that because he's not coming back this year.
I'm just saying if he came back.
If it was
For
a
the
fifth, we all be drunk.
Let's drink to that.
Hey, but yeah, so I got Joe Burrow. Phil got TJ Watt and
Rocking out with my dog.
I got A-Rod, man. Back
Ray
to
Lex
back.
got A-Rod.
Like Drake, back to back.
But
Y'all let us know in the comments who y'all think the MVP.
I know they don't give it to A-Rod probably though, but that COVID stuff.
They might give it a time.
They might
though.
give it a time though.
Don't matter what he do off the
Tom
field.
Brady and A-Rod basically
off
had
the
the same
field,
season.
off the field, A-Rod, I don't really no mess with it. On the field, in between the lines, I mess with it.
Hey, but just moving on. Just to speak again, tonight's show is sponsored by that earthblendcoffee.global. To order, click on that link in the description box. It's just great coffee. Call in live at 800-492-5186 to be on the show. We'll be back after the break.
I'm LeGrand Elliott,
I'm Cindy Ayers Elliott.
and we have a brand new show called Ag and Culture. We'll be discussing all things agriculture.
But more specifically, how it affects farmers and ranchers of color with national and local guests.
And of course, we're talking culture, food, wine, health, politics, education, and so much more.
Join us for informative and fun conversation with guests from all over the country.
It's a fresh new show, Ag and Culture, every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. on the East, and 7 a.m. on the West.
Watch us on our YouTube channel, MS Footprint Farms.
And on WeBelieve.global.
Advertise on WeBelieve.global, a brand new digital media platform. Share your brand with our audience on our many global live stream TV broadcasts and over the radio. For more info, visit WeBelieve.global or call 800-492-5186, option 1.
Welcome back, everybody, to the show. Moving on to a special segment. We're going to go into our Super Bowl favorites. Well, really, my Super Bowl favorites. I've just been looking at the teams, and I got to make my top 5 so far that I have. I will say this before I get into the list. It was very hard making this list. I will say this, too. This year, even even on my list from 5 to 1, anybody can get knocked off this year. Like, I see a lot of weaknesses in every. This may be one of the years where I've seen where every team has a glaring deficiency in their team. There isn't a team that's really fully sound. But, you know, this is my top 5 right now. DJ, you can put that up for me. My top 5 Super Bowl favorites. So, we're going to start off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Why? Because everybody say he's the GOAT. That's what everybody tell me.
You darn right.
Tom Brady's the GOAT. Tom Brady's the GOAT, I need to see, what they're going to do. So I feel like you can't dismiss Tom Brady and what they can do. So technically they should be in the running to win
At
Super
least
Bowl.
in the talks.
That's why I got them at 5. Next up, man, I can't believe I gotta say this.
It should be higher.
I got the Green Bay Packers.
Should be higher.
The reason why I have the Green Bay Packers is because team-wise, they're probably the best team stacked overall on paper compared to everyone else. Mm-hmm. They got a two-headed monster in the run game. They have supposedly the best receiver in the league in Devontae Adams. Mm-hmm. They have maybe the NFL MVP in Aaron Rodgers. Their defense kind of suspect,
Subpar.
which is why I put them at 4. I really want to put them at 5.
Secondary nasty.
Secondary's okay, but they cannot stop the run. If you better hope
That's not good to know.
you better hope the 49ers don't beat the Cowboys.
That's like kryptonite.
That's all
right
I'm
there.
gonna say. You better hope them 49ers don't beat the Cowboys.
We beat them regular season too.
Yeah, barely. I know. I remember that game barely.
Y'all got a lot of barely wins
A
going on.
dub.
So all I'm saying is you better hope them 49ers don't beat the Packers.
Hey,
but
we take care of them.
I got the Packers
We
at
got a
4. At 3, I gotta rock with that boy ISO Cold Joe.
They too young, man.
Joe Burrow. Why do I have them so high? Cause Joe. That's really the reason why. It's because of Joe. And you know why? He's been here before. What he did in the national championship game.
That's college.
Ice in his let me talk. Ice in his veins. He's used to the big games. When he's seen Alabama, what he do?
Win.
ISO Cold Joe. Handle his business. So I really, it's all up on the Bengals. Now I will say this: any of these 3 teams get knocked off. They
What
first
kind of
game.
defense is they got?
And also another thing with Joe Burrow, when it comes to those big games, he's always gonna show up.
Okay, what kind
You
of
never have to worry
I've
about
never
him.
seen him folded.
You never
I've
have to
never
worry
seen
about
him
him
fold.
folding.
Ohio State
Never
did.
seen him fold.
Ohio State.
Oh,
what
my
about when he played for LSU? When he went against Alabama regular season and won. Then college football playoff, Georgia beat them.
Okay.
Oklahoma beat them. Then went to Clemson and showed out.
Yeah, that was a good game.
I know it was a good game.
Showed his you know what.
Man, he showed his butt. Come on now.
Moving at number 2, I thought about taking them off after last week. They kind of this past Sunday. They kind of made me kind of mad, man, because they hated us out. That's just call us. They hated the Saints out, man. They hated us out. Matt Stafford, he pulled a choke job at the end. But the reason
Washed
why
up.
I have them so high is because they ought to be that high. It's because their overall team, they got Aaron Donald, who is honestly top 5 all-time defensive players in the league of all time.
I can agree
top
with that.
5. Von Miller, a defensive player, Super Bowl MVP winner.
Mm-hmm.
He's not that same guy, but should be at least 70% of who that guy is, and that should be more than enough.
Agreed.
Jalen Ramsey, who a lot of guys say is the number 1 corner. I say he's number 2 to Marshawn Lattimore.
He number 1.
Nah, Jair number 1.
No, Jair's not number 1.
LOL. Stop playing, man. Come on now.
Jalen Ramsey is a phenomenal corner. But you put him on your best guy all the time.
And
so
he gonna handle business.
and
Against
they got another guy up front that I want to say, I can't remember his name. Floyd. Yeah, Floyd. He's Pro Bowler last year.
Pro Bowler.
He's like that. Mm-hmm. So defensive wise, they should have enough. And offensive wise, Cooper Kupp, the Triple Crown winner. There's only been 3 guys to do that. Sterling Sharp and Jerry Rice. Mm-hmm. So Cooper Kupp speaks for himself.
And missing Woods.
Got my guy, Odell Beckham Jr. That's my guy right there. I don't think they utilize him enough. I know like to work outside the numbers, not really an inside the numbers guy. Sean likes to really work inside the numbers, but I think Odell is really like that. Hopefully they get him more involved in the offense. That way, that will open up the offense where it can be a lot easier. So Matt doesn't have to look on his first target and throw it at Cooper Kupp all the time.
They got Van Jefferson.
But just talking on Higbee. I like Higbee, man. I like Higbee.
He a nice picker.
I like Higbee.
He grit and grind too, man.
I like Higbee.
He like to get tough.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the Rams at 2 because of their overall roster. Mm-hmm. They have stars all around. It just can they get them to mesh well? That's the question. And I know this might not be the popular opinion, but for number 1, got those Kansas City Chiefs. And the reason why I got Kansas City Chiefs is we kind of forgot about them because they weren't throwing out 50-point and 60-point games all this year. But say what you want, they won it in every way this year. They won a grit and grind, and they outscored opponents, and they won with defense. So all in all, I feel like this Chiefs roster may not scare people like how they used to, by being able to, they know they putting up 35-something plus points. But I think that the Chiefs are really up there with anybody. They can beat anybody on this list. Chris Jones does not get talked about enough. When he was hurt, the defense did not look good, and all of a sudden, once they moved him back to his natural position, the defense completely changed. Mm-hmm. That type of impact is honestly, in my opinion, I know it's not like he's not supposed to win it, but just kind of like number wise, they don't show it, but off of just straight impact, he's like a top 5 candidate in defensive player of the year just off of impact.
I can understand that.
Like,
I can see what
you
you're
know,
saying.
just be honest. And then they got that boy from the booth, Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu,
and he holds it down.
and so
he gonna always hold it down.
I like the Chiefs to be my Super Bowl favorite. Pat Mahomes, otherworldly. Tyreek Hill,
Harmon,
and Pringle. What guys, what people forget is Pringle starting to pick it up.
Yeah,
he's starting to love that number 2, and y'all hate him because he killed.
You know I hate Pringle.
He's killing y'all.
Pringle.
Y'all can't do nothing with him.
We got something for
They
that.
can't do nothing with nobody.
We ain't gonna give out the details, but we got something for Pringle, Tyreek,
so,
boys.
yeah, this is my list. Kansas City Chiefs, Los Angeles Rams, Cincinnati Bengals, Green Bay Packers, and Tampa Bay Bucks. What you guys think? I'm
finna go on, break it down. My number 5 is LA Rams. You forgot some pieces that, you skipped some pieces, young. I'm gonna say this again.
But I will say this. I don't want to mention the Titans. I almost put the Titans in my top 5. But I'm scared that Ryan Tannehill scares me. That's all it is. Yeah. Ryan Tannehill scares me.
Number 5, I got the Rams. That boy Cam, I guess, coming back. We already know playoff Cam is scary. Y'all know. That's my boy.
Game.
That's my brother.
One game.
Cam.
Sonny Michel,
Sonny
Van Jefferson.
Michel's getting most of the carries.
Hey, that boy Cam scary. Number 4, I have, I put Kansas City right there at number 4. They a little shaky on defense, suspect on defense. I'm just going to say it like that. I know you got to go Fields, so I'm going to speed it up. Number 3, I got Tampa Bay. We all know defending champs. That's our juggernaut, you know what I'm saying? Tampa Bay.
That's our kryptonite.
Most definitely.
Number 2 is my favorite team in the AFC. Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be Titans and Green Bay. Number 2 is the Tennessee Titans.
The Titans could very well go all the way.
Ryan Tannehill is a sleeper at quarterback.
Derrick Henry, though.
That man, King Henry, Derrick Henry's coming back. And my boy A.J. Brown.
Not that guy.
Is that guy. But beside Julio Jones, they got some talent, bro. Defense, Big Jeffrey holding it down. And they got your boy, Bud Dupree, Mike Babel. That mindset.
Mike Vrabel is my coach of the year, though. He's coach of the year.
Hey,
you got to give it to him.
Mike Vrabel, a great coach. I'm missing Malcolm Butler because he going to talk his noise too, but he ain't on there no more. But they got Bird, Tennessee Titans. Oh, don't sleep on them. They beat everybody, big names in the AFC. Everybody.
They beat the Steelers.
They ain't a big name. You heard what I said.
Oh, okay.
So all roads going to Nashville, and y'all know my number 1 team. This not biased. This is me personally picking. Green Bay Packers going to win a Super Bowl. And they have to come to Lambeau Field. I can't keep stressing this enough. They got to come to 10-degree weather and a lot. The Cali boys, the Florida boys, all these other guys, they don't want to go to the frozen tundra in Green Bay. It's different down there in Wisconsin. I'm just going to keep it real. It's different. So that's my pick right there. My top 5.
Okay. Well, with my Super Bowl picks, I'll start off at number 5. I'm going to go ahead and get this out the room. I have Green Bay is my number 5. Just off, we see this every year, and they show me the same thing every single time, man. They go to the NFC Championship, and they choke.
That's why I got to pull up.
I'm tired of seeing it. They have to show me something different, and they always seem to get exposed. It's like the teams hold out until the playoffs to expose the Packers.
Yeah, they always
so that's why I got the Packers as number 5. I understand you got Devontae Adams. He's the best wide receiver in the league, but
it's all about the other guys. We got Lazard. We got all these other guys, man. Lazard.
We don't know who that guy is. He's not gonna do nothing. Who else y'all got?
He killed you. He killed y'all. Randall Cobb.
When it comes to playoff
Mercedes Lewis, man, come on.
When it comes to playoff time, a lot of those guys don't even show up. We don't even know who they is.
MBS.
You know what I'm saying?
MBS. Yeah. Come on now.
I don't even know who that is.
Come on now,
guys. All right. At number 4. I have the Tennessee Titans. Now, the one thing with the Titans that I just cannot get over is Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah,
he's so inconsistent with me. Sometimes he could be like, man, if he just stay like this, these guys can go to the Super Bowl.
System quarterback.
And then sometimes it goes to the point where like, why is he out there? Like when he played against the Steelers. Why was he out there?
We had to lead the whole game.
No, Tannehill was the reason that we beat them. It was Ryan Tannehill. Now, the reason I have them at number 4 is Derrick Henry
That's the only-
has a chance to come back. If he come back
It's
and
gonna
gets
be
back
all
in
balanced.
that rushing leader mode,
A.J. Brown, Julio
that
gonna
can
wake
help
up.
out the Titans a lot, which means Tannehill don't have. You don't have to put the ball in Tannehill's hand.
A.J.
Give it to Derrick
Julio,
Henry.
A.J. Julio gonna wake up.
No,
AJ.
AJ Brown, don't put your trust in him
And that's
either.
another reason why I didn't put him
Even
on
though that first game back,
a dog.
that first game
dog.
back, he had an okay game.
Who did they
but
play against?
Guess who did they play against?
like the
Was it the Jets?
The Jets?
Yeah, it was the
Hey,
Jets.
he 1K.
Okay, 1K or no K.
He's not that
AJ
guy.
Brown is not your guy.
Him and Julio,
Julio
come on now.
clearly not the same.
Oh
guy.
wait, Julio Jones has been missing all year. He
He's
just
gonna-
got,
he gonna
he
wake
just
up
got
with-
his first touchdown this last game.
Hey, when they had that Super Bowl run, Atlanta Falcons, Julio woke up in the playoffs.
Just hurry up and give us
Okay, but next I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You know why I got them. Tom Brady, Leonard Fournette, Rob Gronkowski. Need I say more? The only thing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is the DBs. If they got to go against a team like the Packers, they might can beat them just off Aaron Rodgers getting that thing to 17, man.
I won't say the Packers. I feel like another team could probably beat. The Rams might could beat them. I don't see the Packers.
Okay, the Rams probably got a
Cowboys
chance
can probably
too.
beat 'em.
But if the defense can stay
Cowboys
consistent,
might, but-
if the defense can stay consistent and get off after third downs, the Bucs have a chance. Because if you put the ball in Tom Brady, he can do wonders, man. He got 7 of them for a reason.
Who's number one?
Next, I got.
You got some of them because of defense.
Hey, next I got the Los Angeles Rams. Man,
gotta
man,
speed it up.
oh
You
man.
gotta speed it up, man.
Los Angeles Rams. We got Odell, Cooper Kupp, Sonny Michel, Matthew Stafford, and I don't even need to speak on that defense, man. That's some dogs out there. And last but not least, I gotta go with Kansas City, man. Pat Mahomes and those guys, they always seem to figure it out with the head coach Andy Reid. I know they got something up their sleeve.
My honorable mention is the Arizona Cardinals.
Nah, they
Arizona will be your first round exit.
Yeah, they'll probably be a first round exit. I ain't gonna lie, they probably be a first round exit. It is what it is. But just to speak on it again, just for remind you guys, tonight's show is sponsored by that earthblendcoffee.global. To order, click on the link in the description box. It is just great coffee. Call in live at 800-492-5186 to be on the show. We'll be back after the break.
Do you have something to say? Do you want your voice heard? Join the We Believe Global lineup. Be the star of your own show. For more info, call 800-492-5186, option number 1, or visit online at webelieve.global.
Welcome back, everybody. It's been a phenomenal first show for us. We have one last segment. As you guys know, we're rooted in Jackson, Mississippi, so we're going to get into a little bit of local real quick. Recently, the Jackson State Tigers finished their college football season as they lost in the Celebration Bowl in Atlanta. The Tigers only lost one game en route to that bowl game, also by winning the SWAC championship along that path. So they had an incredible year. I just want to ask you guys, how do you feel about that run Jackson State had?
You gonna go, Phil?
I'll go at the field. I know Lacey got a lot to say.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and start it off, man. So, first off, I'd like to say I did not expect this season for the Jackson State Tigers to go how it went because they continually prove me wrong week after week. And after you do that, you kind of gotta go with it. I believe for a second. But
Don't say that, man.
first off, I just like to say, man, I noticed a couple things about the Jackson State Tigers that just, caught my eye. And that one thing is the quarterback. I ain't going to say his name. Everybody know his name. But
Hollywood.
the quarterback, yeah, we're going to call him Hollywood.
Call him Hollywood.
We're going to call him Hollywood. So Hollywood, man,
Man.
look, when he get pressure, bad things happen. And that's what happened in the media. When he got pressure, he threw interceptions. You get down, you can't convert third downs. All that happens because Shadur can't think on the quick. And also, the O-line needs work. Hopefully, with the signees they got, that they'll work on that in the offseason and improve for the next season. But I also like to say that they didn't have a run game. It seemed that some games, they became one-dimensional. And when you become one-dimensional, teams start to figure you out. And that's most definitely what happened with South Carolina State. They figured them out quick. After that run game didn't work, and so they get back there trying to throw that thing, it was a wrap. A wrap, man. I'm trying to tell you. It was, clear as day. I called it. You put press on that man, bad things will happen.
Talk about what game that happened when you saw it first.
Southern. I saw it first in Southern, but the thing is, even though you playing great defense, you still got to score. And that's what Southern couldn't do, and I hate to say it, that's what Alcorn couldn't do as well. The only team that proved it was South Carolina State. They could stop them on third down, and then when they got on offense, they threw it to that boy Shaq Davis, man. Just throw it up there. He down there somewhere.
He gonna get it.
He gonna get it. He down there somewhere.
Yeah,
somewhere.
I'm gonna say this. So, you know, as most people the viewers that have already known us or whatnot, you know, we all undergrad graduates of Alcorn State University. We all Braves at heart. I am a grad student at Jackson State. We all have been Jackson State at one point in our life when we were little. So I still have love for Jackson State as well.
I don't.
Yeah, Lacey don't, but we're going to let him talk on it a little bit. I know he got a lot to say. But don't get scared now.
Yeah.
Never scared.
But this is how it is. I feel like, honestly, though, Jackson State, they didn't surprise me, but they did kind of give me what I kind of gave me a little surprise by the way they steamrolled a little bit. I did expect maybe a couple more losses. I would say this, but I did honestly. I expected them either to be at least be in the SWAC championship. I expected that. Now I did expect them to see Alcorn in the championship, but hey, things happen, and that did not happen. I honestly do feel like if Alcorn had been there, we would have seen a
different Alcorn,
way better championship game than we saw this past.
Yeah.
Way better championship game.
Boring atmosphere, boring everything.
Yeah, boring. It just wasn't that. It just didn't give you that feel.
The turkey legs are cold.
Yeah, but so. Honestly, though, just in totality, though, you've got to tip your hat off to Deion Sanders. Say what you want, whoever, you know, his biggest haters are when I say what you want. He's completely changed that culture in Jackson State. He's changed the whole landscape, honestly, in SWAC football now.
Yeah.
And we getting marquee guys, not only just in Jackson State, but in the other schools. Other schools are starting to re-up, trying to stack up. Alcorn, newsflash, get right.
Please get right.
Please get right.
Please.
I'm serious now.
Like
Alumni, we gotta work together. Please,
JUCO trying to
we gotta work with Fred to give him what he needs so that we can be successful. But back with Jackson State, in my opinion, they were pretty sound. Honestly, their best attribute was the defense. They were honestly dang near no fly zone. In my opinion, no fly zone.
Had some flares.
I mean, they had some flares, but for the most part of the season, there was no fly zone. And next year, there definitely gonna be no fly zone. I'm sorry, you gotta keep it stacked.
You scoring Jackson State next year, man.
There gonna be no fly zone. But the problems that Jackson State had this year were the O-line. That was really glaring, the most glaring in my opinion.
Because was
they had no run game at all. Run game, you really was at all like non-factor. At all, like you never.
They averaged like 85 yards a game.
Yeah, like they was never a factor in running. But as far as passing, I feel like they did a pretty good job. Now, you did bring up being pressuring that O line and be able to getting back to the quarterback. But I will say this: you got to also have that personnel to be able to do that. And depending on who they played, they really didn't have to really see those deficiencies get exposed. And for them to have that type of O line. And to still only lose one game, that was pretty good. Now, they did have some nail biters. Nail biters throughout this season. But my thing is, they did pretty well. And I know this is on record, but I'm going to go ahead and give it up. I feel like at least once during Deion's stretch, they're probably going to end up holding up that Celebration Bowl trophy. You just got to call it like it is. You got to call it like it is. I mean, when you get that many marquee guys that they're getting, You ought to win one.
And
ought
if you
to.
don't,
If you
something
don't-
needs to be said.
Yeah, you ought to win one.
If they don't, we gonna talk.
And so, yeah,
No,
the
we
pressure.
don't
Now,
talk.
I would say that the pressure's up because now they should, honestly, in my opinion, should lay waste to the swag.
But look,
matter
no,
who
we
they
can't
got.
say that though, because
No,
everybody
they should. They should.
But-
I'm not saying they will,
Hey.
but they should. On
They got
paper,
a lot of top
Yeah,
recruits.
they
on
do.
paper, they should lay waste to the swag, not knock down
It's a
everybody.
different swag next year, though.
It is. The landscape will be completely different. It will be
now,
completely
now
different.
just say, don't think it's gonna be sweet now, cause y'all side of the division gonna be a little bit more tougher
It's
with
gonna-
FAMU, Alabama A&M. Lord, they stacked.
Yeah, but I will say this though, it's gonna be some personnel changes on this team. Some guys that we seen this year.
Tell me how you see it, man.
I'm not being funny, being serious.
Chop 'em block, huh?
Some guys that we see that was on the team might not be playing next year.
You right.
Just being honest. Being
They're
honest.
gonna be sitting on the bench.
Just like the
That's the
spring
fall,
season.
yeah, spring,
The spring
yeah.
season, they evaluated their guys, and the guys that they didn't feel like were conducive to their type of strategy, the way they wanted to play, they gave them the chance to move out.
He gave the
I'm
clipboard.
just being honest. And I feel like that, with what they got coming up this year, they should be pretty good. But in all honesty, I tip your hat off. Phenomenal run to Jackson State.
First off, I'm all Alcorn. We forever brave. We gotta get right, Alcorn, because that's not like us sitting at home watching in-state rivals going to Celebration Bowl and doing we at home. You know what I'm saying? That's not like us. But I gotta give my hats off to Jackson State. I hate to say it, but man, that's a phenomenal run. They only lost one game. They should have won in ULM. They should have won that game, but they lost. But that's a plumb embarrassment going and celebrating Atlanta, one of the biggest crowds in all of bowl, the bowl history,
Right.
of this year.
Right.
To get embarrassed like that.
Man.
31-10. You're getting top-notch recruits. You're getting people, talking to them and stuff. Your head's already big because of the name. Y'all, Dion and Coach Prime and built the name up. So everybody's watching.
Mm-hmm.
But to go to Atlanta, to lose like that, that's unacceptable. I'm tired of the MEAC. This falls back to Alcorn too now. I'm tired of MEAC running the swag in the Celebration Bowl. We have to stop that. We got to stop that.
Only team that won was
Grambling.
Yep.
Only team won was Grambling. It's time
Give
for the
me my
swag.
money.
It's time for the swag to do something. Because the MEAC is, man, I can say that the MEAC got a lot more time off. That can be the reason why they got to fix that over there. But we got to fix that first. But Jackson State had a good year, man. I wish it was Alcorn versus Jackson State in the SWAC championship.
Man, I think that would have been phenomenal.
If it's like that
Would've been
next
a
year,
great game.
if it's like that next year, Lord have mercy, the atmosphere is gonna be amazing.
Yep.
But Jackson State, kudos out to them. The offense and defense was lights out. Coach Prime coached the guys out, and he didn't play. He told it like it is. He kept it straight. We can't ask no more, man.
Yeah.
But the only flaw was the Celebration Bowl. They didn't come to play. I guess they did whatever they wanted to do in Atlanta. But man, it's gonna be a whole different swag next year. From both sides of the division, because everybody say Coach Prime doing this. We gotta step our game up to be ready to beat the Jackson State,
Yeah.
beat other teams, beat Grambling because they got an NFL coach now.
Everybody got to step up.
Everybody got to step
Alabama
up.
A&M.
Coach Prime set the part that everybody had to step up. No more cupcakes, or you gonna get embarrassed on the field. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has to step up, and Coach Prime started off. He started a system that, hey, you gotta do this to win, get recognized, and I just hope going into the draft that more people get the exposure they need to go get drafted and get picked up, so it can be more Darius Leonard's, more Steve McNair's, more Walter Payton's in the league.
Yeah, I
because
agree.
the cream of the crop started off in the SWAC and
SWAC,
HBCUs, and they went to various locations and PWIs and stuff. So Coach Prime set the bar, and we just gotta keep it going, cause he ain't gonna be that long now.
Yeah,
It's about
I'm gonna be honest,
it's a 3-year trial now.
I think it's about 3 to
Yeah.
4 years. I honestly think after his son, he's out of there. That's my opinion. I think he's out of there.
He just waiting on that big call, I believe. Hey, he getting calls now, but he get that call from one of them bigger teams, he gone.
Maybe SEC type.
SEC type.
Don't come to LSU. We built different. We built different, dog.
Now you know good and well that if they allow him, you gonna be happy.
We'll take it.
I know you'll take
He
him.
come to LSU, man. He gonna change the DB group for sure.
I mean, but LSU been DBU though.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm saying.
I ain't gonna lie. In the SWAC now, Jackson State is DBU.
But I saw flaws, bro. I feel like if back to the Alcorn game. Back to the Alcorn game. If they would have no huddled against Jackson State and kept on their toes, they would have won the game. Air the ball out. We couldn't run the ball on them. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I was saying. We play action because the safeties was biting every time now.
They are aggressive.
They aggressive.
That's one I want to say.
We play action.
Shiloh looking for the big hit. You know, he say he headache game.
You know, it was flaws. That was flaws now in their team now. I saw, you know, we all used to play sports now. We know the ins and outs of the game. So I just hope the SWAC continue to be exciting and bring exposure not only to football but to baseball, basketball, and the other sports too. Because we on the come up now. So we gotta keep this, you know, keep the pace going.
Yeah.
I was definitely agree with you, Lacey.
I agree with you that, you know, support to all the SWAC schools. We'd like to thank everybody. It's been a great first show. Stick with us. We're always going to be on Mondays at 9. Thursdays from time to time, maybe times will be changed. Just follow us on our pages on social media. Follow We Believe Digital and Global on social media as well. It's been a great show. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Don't forget that we are sponsored by that earthblendcoffee.global. Don't forget to order. Just click on that link in the description box. It is just great coffee.
Great coffee.
Don't forget the next show is to call in live at 800-492-5186 to be on the show. It's been a great show, everybody. Me and my guys, we signing
About to
out.
get real, man.
Real Steel 601. Real Steel 601.